Hello, this is Peter Cooper, Chief Publisher at Cooper Press. We put out tons of email newsletters for software developers in various niches, things like JavaScript Weekly, Ruby Weekly, and, well, tons of stuff like that, basically. Here is an example of JavaScript Weekly. It's a nice sign-up page. You can click through to an issue, and we summarize the latest information, articles, videos, and so on from the world of JavaScript. We have some jobs and some sponsored posts as well, which keeps the lights on. A lot of people ask me how we put these together, and there's a whole various different parts to it. But one of the core parts is where we store our links and how we write the descriptions and that type of thing. So I was just going to quickly show off what tool we use to do that, and it's totally built, custom, in-house. It's proprietary. You can't get this anywhere else. Of course, you could easily build one of your own if you wanted to do this type of thing yourself. But this is it. Currently, I'm in like the most generic overview of everything. This is every single publication, anything that's been added today, as you can see. We have titles. Most of this stuff isn't edited. The green one, for example, green means that it is done and it's ready to go. So this item is literally good to go. I can click though. I can edit, stuff on the fly. I can even change the name of the sources that it's come from. It's as simple as that. So some of the, a lot of these will get cleaned up because the titles aren't right, or maybe they're just not even going to make the cut. So yeah, I'm just going to randomly get rid of one just so you can see how that works. But I can archive it, and bam, it's gone. But I know there's certain ones like this one, for example. I definitely want to feature this next week. So I need to come into kind of the more in-depth editing view. And this is where I can write a little summary in here, which I'm not going to do yet because I need to read the article. But I know the name of the author. I can mark it as to do. We use emojis for these. I've not seen many web apps using emojis yet, but we do. And I know I'm going to want to feature this because everything that Eric Elliott writes tends to get tons of clicks, and people are really interested in what he has to say. So I think that's probably going to be a bit of a winner. I'm also going to tag this as a tutorial while I'm here, and then I'm going to head back into the list again. So another thing I can do is I can drill down by newsletter. So I can say I just want the JavaScript items, and I may even just want the JavaScript items that are finished and complete in case I want to see how the next issue is coming together. This doesn't necessarily mean they're definitely going to make it in, but it means they've been written up and they're kind of ready to go in. So you can see, a description has been written here for this one, and this has actually come through a third party, Brian Tellerick, also known as RemoteSynth on Twitter. The other thing I should probably show you is how to add a new item. So what I would do is generally I'll be browsing around, I'll find something interesting. So I'm just going to drag something in here, literally. So I don't know whether this post is any good or not. I kind of just from an initial scroll through, it looks like it's got a little bit of depth to it. It's had some recommendations, so it can't be complete trash. So I will read it properly later and give it a proper review, but for now I can click this bookmarklet that our system provides. And what this does, if I drag it down to place, is it gives me a much quicker view, and I can choose which publications it goes into. I can run title case over everything. I can even rank it at this point if I wanted to. I'm not really sure about it at the moment, so I'm just going to mark it as to do. I'm going to remove that tag, and then I'm just going to go save and close. And actually, another thing I'm going to do is put his name in. This usually works automatically, but we're changing how it detects the names, and it's getting it wrong on Medium at the moment. So there you go. So we'll just go save and close, and bam, it's in the system. If I come back and I just look at just JS, all of them, you can see it's here, and it's marked in yellow as a to-do item. And I can even remove tags. I say tags, but publications from it at this point. Or I may sort of feel confident about this. If I just edit the title a little bit. If I feel confident about this, I might come over here and click here to tweet it. So what that means is it will go out to the JavaScript Daily Twitter account, because most of our newsletters have an associated account with them. So clicking that button will then push it into our buffer queue, and then the buffer system, which is available, I think it's bufferapp.com, will kind of dribble those out onto our various social media accounts. So let's have a look. I think there's one in the Go queue that I want to add. So there's this one. That's got a star next to it. It's actually featured. I really want to kind of mention that at the top of the newsletter next week. But it's not been tweeted yet, so I can come over here, see what the tweet's going to look like, click that, and then eventually the Twitter thing will disappear. Or no, I've just broken it. No, there we go. It finally went. So that's how the system works. So that's raw. You've seen how our system works. This kind of misses out the whole step of how it all turns into a newsletter, but in terms of how we track everything and put submissions in and find stuff on the internet, covers all that sort of part. So yeah, hope you enjoyed.